Good morning, good morning. Got a little cough in right when I start the stream there. Hold on. Drink some water. Let's drink some water. How's everybody today? Let's get the water on the roll there. Let me start. Get a little music playing this morning. All right, I'm going to do a quick little audio check here, if we can get it. All right, we're good. All right, well, we already took a few entries this morning. Had a little one setup for life setup here. I paper handed it. As you guys can see, my entry here off this 1 minute inversion. We had news at 8:30 causing this data wick down here to 86. We ran the high. Then we inversed it back to the downside. I entered just looking for 10 points into the VWAP. I didn't really want to target the low, but I paper handed it. I took it for 6 on all the funded accounts, so $110. And then it pushed down. It left exact equal highs. We got a push back up. We had a 30-second inversion. And then I entered off the 30-second. And you can see it started kind of messing around, and I didn't like it. So I just took short profit for $20. It pushed back up again, and then we got a nice, we put in a little 1 minute OB here, small one. So I re-entered again, just on one funded account on the re-entry here. And we took it for 6 points. So we are green on the funded accounts already. 260 on this My Funded Future starter account. Got it back out of drawdown now. The other My Funded Futures account that we've already taken a pound on is 130. We're up 645 on it. And then the PA accounts from APEX, 130. We're $300 from payout on that one. 140, we're $430 from payout on that one. 130, we're $560 away from payout on that one. And this one we just started recently, up $300. And the two Buleys, up $1,179 total on that one, and this one's still in drawdown. But so yeah, that's the deal so far. I doubt I take any other trades, but as far as like on the funded accounts, we'll see, but I doubt it. Good morning, Predator. So easy read there. I mean, the sad thing is I was short from 626. Like, I want to get so good and so have confidence in this so much that I can hold these on the funded accounts. I mean, that's a 40-point winner. Should have been. And I took, a total of maybe 12 points out of it. And these trades down here are far riskier than this entry here. You can see we're immediately in the money on this entry here, never in the red. So no real reason for me to even take short profit, to be honest. But we did have the VWAP looming down here, and we did have this 20 SMA that we were kind of bouncing off of. So you can see where I took profit right at the 20. So what's up, Roro? Good morning. So I'm bullish on the day, guys. I think we move up. In my opinion, I think the Asia high, which is up here at 717, is still in play, 100%. That's where I expect us to go. And then beyond that, you got the previous day. Where's that at? Well, actually, the previous day high is lower than that, isn't it? Yeah. We'll have to go to the higher time frame. I do think we just continue to move up. That's the feel that I get. Relative equal highs at 775. I realize we're 600-700 points off that. I guess these over here are pretty... They look relative too, huh? Are these? Let me get me a little line out here and check them. Like right there. 752. Kind of got triple-ish highs there. So yeah, I expect us to push up today. That's kind of my lean. I think that's what we're going to do, but we'll see. What up, Relic? Starting to stream a little early today because we are going to be ending the stream early because my son is getting braces today. So I have to take him to the orthodontist today. So yeah. But if we decide to take a trade, it'll have to be something very, very obvious. Good morning. What's up, Bobber? It's a very good one so far or not? It's been a very good one. I got it. I see what you're saying. It has been a very good one. Excellent. It's been a good one for me, too. I wasn't sure if I would get a trade on the fundeds today. And we got one. So I'm happy. Right? Yeah, we do have a lot of news today. Non-farm payroll tomorrow, guys. So be aware of that. Today might be a very, very kind of seek and destroy type day. Let's go ahead and look and see what we got as far as news. We got S&P Global U.S. Manufacturing PMI. That's in 42 minutes. I think that's at 9:45. And then at 10 a.m., we have ISM Manufacturing PMI. 10:30. We got a 4-week bill auction. Those won't do much. Noon 30, Atlanta Fed. That's not going to do much. 4:30. And then we also have earnings today, I think, after hours. I can't remember who it is today. So it's going to be one of those days where it might not be such a bad idea to sit on the sidelines. Anna, how you doing this morning? Good morning. Did you take any trades in London, Anna? I know you were $200 away from your payout. I was just saying, I don't know if today is a day to press the button. It's going to be a tough day, in my opinion, to try to trade. But who knows, though? I mean, it might be. Maybe it's not, right? It's just an opinion. You only need $90. All right, let's go. I hope you get it today, but I'd like you to get both of them. But, I mean, I don't know if it's a day where I'd push my luck too much. Unless something just yells at you to take it. Apple and Amazon. Yeah, exactly. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, and that's what I was saying about your internet. You probably need to, I'm sorry, Anna. I keep calling you Anna. Reach out to your ISP, internet service provider, and see if they can come out and give you a hand, because they got to get that fixed. Got to have some good internet, you know. So that's that new day opening gap right there. We're kind of just glued to that area, to be honest. I mean, we pushed up into it overnight, 5 o'clock, and we've just been bouncing around that new day opening gap ever since. I did, Jamie. I did. We took the one setup for life there. You can see for $260 on this funded, 130 across the other ones. But this is my entry. I took it for 6 points. And then I took another entry here. There was a small 15-second inversion. And then we got kind of a 1-minute OB here with a death candle. We left exact equal lows down here on this push down, this initial push down. So I knew we were going to make, this is a 100% win rate trade. It's going to work, but it might put you through some drawdown before it works. So let me check on Bulenox. Let's see here. What's up, Aaron? Good morning. I know Bulenox's code is not working anymore, but I don't know that they updated the sale yet. No, they have not updated the sale, unfortunately. I'm sure sometime in the next hour or two they will. Oh, you did pretty good. Let's go. I wish I would have had the stones to hold it. You know, like this is an excellent entry. Never in the red, in the money immediately. But we're trading into the 200 and into the VWAP. So like, or not the 200, the 20. So I don't know. I just got spooked a little bit there. Or right here. So big gains this morning with long scalps. Let's go. Nice job. Yeah, I locked it down just for a few small baby gains, but I'm happy for it. I'm happy about it. Show you guys the PAs right quick. 130 times 4 right here on those. We're about somewhere between $200 and $600 from payout, or $300 and $600 from payout on those. And then the Bulenoxes, both at 135, something like that, 145. And then Fast Track, I'm not trading today. Obviously, we requested the payout, so. And then 130 on this one. We're about $400, 445, 455 away from payout on that one again. And this one we got back out of drawdown, $260. We already have five $100 days technically on this one, but obviously we're not going to be taking a payout until we build that buffer. Look at this thing go. Not quite sure what that is. I mean, was that a 40-point death candle? 25-point death candle right there, just right there, randomly at 907. 907. Maybe it wants to resweep the London low down there. Yesterday's initial balance high. London low sitting down there at 504. Looking like that's where it wants to kind of head to here. Let's take a look at Mancini's information for the day. Let's see what he's got. ES bouncing off the VWAP there. On Tuesday, 54.38 was key support. We can break out to 54.38 to 55.28, multi-day range to 85. We hit 85 for a 150-point rally. Plan today, hold runner, 72 to 58 to 60 support, keeps 85 to 56.05 alive. If 58 fails, we sell to 46. So, yeah, there you go. Bullish is what he's saying, basically. Probably. What up, Pine Tree? What up? Let's see. 56.05. Yeah, 56.05 is major resistance, too. He listed that in his newsletter. If 58 fails, we sell to 48. Or no, he said 46.28. All right, we got the levels marked out here. Good morning, Dennis. How's it going? I don't know. I just feel like we want to revisit this Asia high. Maybe we don't, but we'll see kind of what happens. I mean, that's all we can do, right? I guess at this point that is 160 points up. So looking like it might want to retest the 500s though. Let me look at the higher time frame here and just see. I guess technically we did hit premium on this push up here of this leg. So I guess based on that, you could just be looking for shorts. So I guess technically based on the hourly and the 4 hour, we could just push down here. Maybe revisit 19K, but I don't know. We'll kind of see what happens. The intraday price action will kind of tell us what we need to know. What's up, Vincent? You passed a 50 account with Bulenox but did not receive the contract or certificate. You already paid for the master account fee. Is this how they fund users nowadays? I mean, how did you pay so you're curious about a certificate? I mean, yeah, I think they emailed one, but I mean, is it a big deal that you didn't get one? If you paid the fee, that means that you should have gotten the invoice for the master account, right? I don't know. I was trying to think to the last time I got an account from Bulenox funded, whether or not I got a certificate. I don't remember. Internet just came back up. Oh man, Anna. Yeah, I think I that's what I'm saying, Mark. I think we're probably gonna. I mean, we're kind of middle of the range right here. We're either gonna sweep the low, or I'm kind of expecting us to run back up, but I don't know. To be honest, who knows? You think you got most of the rules? Can we trade news in DCA? Jamie, you can do whatever you want on Bulenox. You can let your kid trade your Bulenox account. You'll be fine. You may not make money that way, but Bulenox literally does not care. You can DCA, you can trade the news. The only thing you cannot do is break the consistency rule. That's it. 40% consistency. As long as you don't break that, you're good. So do whatever you want. You'll be fine. I've never had a problem with Bulenox in any shape or form. Now, obviously, I don't really do those things. Do I trade the news? Yes. Do I trade, am I aggressive on Bulenox? Yes. But, oh, okay, Vincent. I don't know. I mean, I can't remember. I mean, I can look in my email and see because I don't really remember. And it might be something where maybe it went to your, spam or something. Or maybe you slipped through the cracks. All right, I got new invoice. We received your past qualification request. We're happy to inform you that you're now available. Yeah. Okay, here it is. So yeah, I did get this email here. We're happy to inform you you are now eligible for the master account. What to do next? Step 1, step 2, and then there's your certificate. So yeah, there's my certificate. So yeah, I did get an email, but I don't think I've gotten an email every time that I've passed one. So it might just be something where it just kind of slipped through the cracks there. So yeah, I have gotten one before. So, Elite Trader funding, we have some exciting news to share with you. Starting today, the 40% consistency rule no longer applies to accounts purchased or activated on or after August 1st. I didn't know they had a 40% consistency rule. I thought it was like 25%. That's interesting. $80% off. So it looks like Apex extended their sale. $35 resets. All that's the same. But yeah, it looks like Elite Trader funding is, you can get one after every eval. Yeah, regular. I don't know. Maybe I do and I just don't know it. And like I said, it may have just slipped through the crack. Vincent, the important part is that you actually get the, invoice because you don't have to sign the contract. I don't remember. I don't think you have to sign anything once you get funded. Maybe you do. I don't remember. Bulenox has inactivity rule. If you do not trade the master account longer than 5 days, what happens? Yes, so it's not 5 days. It's once per week. So I guess technically like 7 days. But yeah, I've not traded mine for like a month, and they didn't do anything. But I've heard several people on here say they left theirs dormant for 2 or 3 weeks, and Bulenox closed the account. So just be aware of that. You need to at least press the button once a week to keep your account. Oh, you have it saved in your files? Yeah, I don't remember. Like I said, but you guys got to remember, I mean, like I'm trading on, 6 or 7 prop firms. Like I can't remember every little detail about every one of them. I don't remember signing anything, though, like once I got the funded account. I know I signed a contract in the beginning once we started the eval, but I don't know. Who knows? These flash crashes, yeah, they're a thing. Exactly, Pine Tree. Who goes a week without pressing the button? Oh. Yeah, Smart Greeks. They the sale has ended on Bulenox. So unfortunately they've not updated to a new sale yet, but what I can do is this. So right now if you get an account, it's full price, unfortunately. Unfortunately. But I'm sure they'll update it today at some point. Just who knows when. So you can buy an account with them, but you're going to have to pay full price. So I wouldn't recommend it until they come out with a sale. I don't quite know why they do that, though. What up, moron? Moro. Platform I'm using, Delton, is Quantower. It's really the only one I use because you can copy across all props at the same time. So pretty much just... Oh, I left my camera off. I'm sorry, guys. Let me turn that back on. I forgot. So... Oh, you already did? Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I would just wait. I would have waited, Smart Greeks. Smart Greek, what you could maybe do, this probably would work. Wait until they come out with a sale today and then message them and say, hey, I thought I was getting, if they come out with 80%, I thought I was getting 80% off. I forgot to put the code in, and they probably will credit your account for the monies that you spent for the full price account. And you can use that for future evaluations going forward. They've been known to do that before when people have forgot to put the code in, things like that. So it could do that. I'm certain they'll come out with a sale today. Their customer service is top notch. So good morning, Sammy. Tamimi in the house. So, Bobber, you didn't really miss much. You didn't miss much. We didn't do anything. Market opens here in about 13 minutes. Or actually, I'm sorry, 10 minutes. Looking like we're not really showing a willingness to go higher here, so I'm assuming that we're probably just going to move lower. Assuming that we're probably just going to move lower, at least for now. Yeah, no worries, Smart Greeks. Yeah, I don't know, Trev. This is one of those days where, like, I don't know that I would take trades. I mean, not saying I wouldn't take trades if the setup wasn't there, but, like, I mean, I think it's going to be like a seek and destroy type day. The misclicked in a max. Uh-oh. What'd you do? Oh, max lost? That sucks. Yeah, we have 9:45. We have 10 a.m. Like, we have both today. You're not holding anything. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jamie. I don't do it either. But like, that's why like today, I wasn't even sure I would get a trade in my funded accounts. You know, but we ended up picking a couple of spots and we got some trades in on it. So, good morning, Evelyn. Here's the news for you that didn't see it earlier. 945 global S&P U.S. manufacturing PMI. 10 a.m. ISM manufacturing PMI. And this other stuff's not really going to do anything. And then we got earnings after hours. And then we have non-farm payroll in the morning. So, like, this is probably going to be one of those days where, you know, I don't know, probably going to be a seek and destroy. Now, could we get a nice trend day and, like, shock everybody? Sure. Or at least shock me? Sure, of course. I mean, only the intraday price action is going to tell us that. Well, Trev, that's the thing. Like, you just got to recognize these days and not take, not take any, not dig yourself too big of a hole. That's one of the things people ask me. Like, they'll say, like, "Oh, what turned the corner for you?" Whatever. Well, it was kind of like recognizing days like today where I don't feel like I should be aggressive. Recognizing days where you take setups that are maybe very, very high win rate, A+ setups, and you don't be as aggressive. You size down or you don't trade at all. That's one of the major things that I've done differently to kind of help me out. So, old game, I don't know if it's a buy or sell. I don't know. I mean, my lean is up just because of how much we went up yesterday, but we could push back down, right? I mean, we did hit kind of OTE of the sell-off that we had over the last 2 weeks. So we did kind of push back up into premium. So it is a decent possibility that we might move lower. But here's the thing, guys. I noticed this a lot, and I don't know if anybody else has paid attention to this. When we leave Asia high or low unran in the London session, generally in New York, I'm going to say probably 7 out of 10 times, 7 out of 10 days, we revisit the Asia high or low that we left. So that's an easy way for me to kind of like, okay, well, we left the Asia high up here at 717. Decent chance we probably run that today. But do we have to? We don't have to. We don't have to do anything. The market is illogical sometimes, all the time. So we'll see. So we'll see what happens at open. The stream will be shorter today, guys, because my son is getting braces this morning. So got to get braces on those teeth, straighten them up a little bit. To have a daily target, Snail, I think is very important. And here's the thing. But think about it from this perspective, Snail. Your daily target should not be a number. Your daily target should not be a certain number of points, in my opinion. Everybody does it differently. But the way that makes me successful is my daily target on my funded account is a number of trades, right? What's that number? 1 or 2. That's it. So if I take one trade and it's a winner, like I did this morning, right? On this trade up here, if I take one trade and it's a winner, I'm not taking anything else. Because this is where a lot of people trip themselves up. The longer you stay in the market, the more likely the market is going to take your money. So I take one trade. I got one trade. And then I move to an account that I can trade. So I moved over, after taking the one trade, I moved over to this account and took another one. But I'm not copy trading all these accounts. And so just one trade per day. If the first one's a loser and I see another A+ setup, I might take that. But if that's a loser, I'm done for the day. I'm not taking anything else on those accounts. Now, do I break those rules sometimes? Yes, I break them sometimes because, hey, we're all human. But if you just keep it to a number of trades, all right, I'm going to take 1 entry, 2 entries per day. No matter the result, I'm done. Here's the thing. If you have a high win rate, say your win rate is 65, 70%, it's unlikely that you're going to have back-to-back losing days. It's unlikely that you're going to have back-to-back losing trades. I mean, they might happen, but it's unlikely if you have a high win rate. So, Anna, we've already ran the Asia low. We have the London low sitting down here at 504. The Asia low, yeah, it's right there at 585. Well, technically speaking, I count the Asia as a 7 p.m. So technically for me, the Asia low would be here, 619. It depends on how you use the Asia low. I got 2 or 3 minutes. Just pierced one trend line down, 543. We're almost at the London low. London's down there, 504. Longer you're at the table, the more likely they take your money. They give you free drink. Yeah, Pine Tree, exactly. No, I take it, Snell, I take like one. So I copy trade my funded accounts. So I copy trade my funded accounts. So really 1 trade per day on the copier, and I usually leave it alone. That's typically what I do. But like I said, like anybody, sometimes I take more trades. Sometimes I do things I shouldn't do. Room. Uh-oh. Did you just hear Husk? I don't think so. Is Husk live? I'm sure Husk is live. I do need to pull him up. Let's get Husk up. What up, volatility? You got destroyed room, yeah. I mean, it's tough to long here, I think, in my opinion, but oh, you're going in again, room? Woof. Room, we got the London low so close. Why not wait until we sweep this? I mean, you're so close to sell side here. I don't see how we don't run it. How do we not run sell side? Now at open, you might get this, you know, because we haven't ran it yet. At open, we may push back up into this gap and then run it. May get a little Judas swing back into the new day opening gap first. Let's see if we get that. 15-minute trend line was respected. Easy long. All right. Remove the 40%. Yes. Did they remove the 23%? I don't think so, regular. That's what I was confused about. I was asking that earlier. So here's open. So, yeah, I think you still got to have the 23% of your best day to count as a trading day. What up, Caleb? How you doing? So not manipulating higher yet. I mean, like I said, we're so close to sell side. I just don't see how we don't run it. I guess technically... All right, we might go in now and hit the sell side. Pushing back up here. That yellow line there's the 20 SMA. How'd your holiday go, Caleb? Did you have a good time? Looks like that London low is in jeopardy here. 504 probably coming in next. Coming in hot. We do have a news, 9:45, news 10 a.m. Keep that in mind. 21 SMA is way better. Is it? Just one tick more? Yeah, Caleb, we had some, man, we've had some real, I don't want to call it strange. I mean, like fun action, right? ES back above the VWAP here. It does look like we might manipulate higher here. Wow. Zabak. Let's go. Red death candle. Double bottom. What up, Andy? Good morning. ES above the VWAP. Retest there. The VWAP. If the ES loses the VWAP here, we run the lows quickly. I did not mark out the Asia and the London on the ES. Let me do that. I forgot. Quite a ways down there. Oh, ES left the London high. I think we did too. All right. I think we left the London high too, didn't we? Yes, we did. Look at this. So that's kind of what I was expecting, kind of at open, maybe a manipulation higher, and then come back and take out the London. What up, Janelle? Good morning. Good morning, Lavi. Good morning. So we're just waiting here. Let's see what happens. Choppiness here. I think maybe we fill that new day opening gap up there, 585, and then maybe we go back down and take out the London low. If we get above that new day opening gap and we kind of base above there, we run that London high, then I would anticipate us to move higher. Do we have to sweep the London low? We don't have to, but like it makes sense. It makes sense to sweep sell side. There's a close above on this fair value gap. Problem is, like, we're so close to sell side. You could take this, and then we also already hit the internal liquidity here because we had equal highs here. So day before NFP, yes, that's what I'm saying, Bassett. I don't think it's a good day to be aggressive at all. I think it's a day to kind of, if you see a setup that you're like, man, this should work with a clear draw and liquidity, equal highs, equal lows, something like that, then I think it's okay to take it. But otherwise, I think you should probably a better idea today to be very, very patient. Maybe don't trade it. I took a trade this morning, but it was because we had a clear and obvious draw on liquidity. We had a data wick right here. We had a 1 minute inversion after sweeping the high. So I took it there for a scalp. Obviously, it paid 40 points. But, you know, you can see my executions here. Then I tried to chase because we left equal lows here. So I tried to chase, small scalp. When it didn't go immediately, I got out. Pushed back up, came back down again, got back in again for the push through. I think we run the low. We should run the 504s this time. This candle right here tells you we should not stop below this wick. We should expand. We should expand below that right through that 504. And maybe the 485. $505's the low there. Wow, one tick off. ES bouncing off the VWAP. Don't fret, it'll hit. One trade in London. Let's go, Bassett. That's the way to do it, right? Get your trade in when you find a setup that just screams at you, and then you walk away. ES bounced right off the VWAP there. It's the only reason we didn't run that. Pretty big SMT right now with the ES. ES is, we got a bullish SMT here. We did leave that. I mean, like if we ran that 504.75 area, then I would think that this would be a solid long play off this 30-second long that we're setting up here. But since we didn't, I wouldn't take it. What up, Donovan? Missed you by a tick, Janelle? Come on. It's got to get you there. See, like if it had swept this, then this 30-second long setup that we got right here, I would 100% take because we have a bullish SMT with the ES. See, that's a long trigger there. Your stop to break even would be here. 20 points. Man, that's ridiculous. That is crazy. How does it leave that? Well, we do have a humongous bullish SMT with the ES here. Humongous. Like I said, if we had ran that by 2 ticks, I would 100% taken this. 100% would have taken this. I still think we go down there and clean that up. But that's what I'm talking about today, guys. When you see price action like this, this is exactly what we're talking about. On a day where we're going to have good price action, clean price action, this does not stop here. This runs this. But on a day like today where it's probably going to be bad price action and seek and destroy, this stuff happens. So I mean, we're going to probably inverse back and forth here. It's probably what's going to end up happening. We'll take this out, probably, but I don't know. It's just not the kind of price action you want to be trading. It's just exactly what I'm talking about. So hopefully if you guys did take that momentum, you scaled or you had your stop at break even. Otherwise, you might be paying the price. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get there, old game. I mean, we left it kind of double bottom there. We probably come back and clean it up. If we switch over to the 2-minute chart, then this is our sign, right? If we hold this, then we probably go back and clean up the 04. If we close above this, we're going to take out the London high, most likely. So this is kind of your line in the sand, right? Got your new day opening gap up here as well. I'm going to take these VWAP bands off here. Clean this up just a little bit. So if we got this, push up and hold, and then you get an inversion out of there back to the downside, then that would be logical, right? If we close above this, then we're probably going to be taking out the 662 first. As insane as that sounds. So if you're still looking for the 04 to be taken out and you're bearish, you want to see this hold. Yeah, Bassett, very random. News tomorrow, Nicholas? I would. I mean, I think that's fine. We do have news at 9:45 and 10, so 4 minutes. You are correct. Room is short here. Yeah, I saw that Zabak, 40% gone, but you still are required to meet the 20%, 23% rule of your best day for the day to count. All right, this looks bullish to me now, guys. I think the 04s will just be saved for later. Now I would anticipate this probably run into the 660s, but here's the thing. If we close above, can we say that with confidence based on today's price action so far? Not really. All right, no close above, so actually we'll see what happens. Apple and Amazon, yeah, exactly. So we got a lot going on today. We got news, we got earnings, I mean, it's just one thing right after the other. News 9:45, news 10. Should have waited for that a little bit longer. You wouldn't have been a bit earlier. Yeah. It welcomes you with an idiot box. We don't really have an idiot box yet. So my anticipation now, if the price action is decent enough, we should at least visit that swing, probably the 660s, and maybe even the 717 area up there. I'm just kind of shocked that we did not sweep this. But to be honest, now that yeah, the ES didn't even come close to the Asia low or the London low. Did it? Or did it sweep it? No, it didn't even come close. ES very, very bullish here, 96. And like I said, this is not a trade I'm taking. I mean, even though like it's up 30 points, it's not a trade I'm taking. That 30-second long is up huge right now. That 30-second long is up 78 points. But how could you take that when we one-ticked the London low? There was a bullish SMT, but like, man, when we leave this like this, how can you take that? So close to sell side. I mean, I suppose you still could if you just didn't care about that. So no contracts favored one way or the other. I guess that makes sense. So like I said, off this 2-minute, if you took it, your target's here, or even 662, that's your London high. Relative equal highs up there as well. But I would watch the ES because we have major resistance at 5605. And ES is currently at 5598. So if it hits 5605 before we hit these areas, we could very well dump. RSI at 65. ES above the 96 here. Next level up, 605. And like I said, at 605, I would expect maybe expect a decent reaction. That's a major resistance area, so I don't think we're just going to push right through there. But you never know what the market wants to do, right? Let me look and see if Bulenox, did they come out with any kind of a new sale yet? It's the only thing about Bulenox that I don't like is that they don't tell you when the sales start. Okay, so they came out with 45%. So ES is now, or Bulenox is now 45%. 45% there, guys, on the Bulenox. That's option 1 and option 2, 45%. So to the person earlier, I don't remember who you were, apologize. Who was that? That bought the Bulenox accounts. Go ahead and send them a ticket and tell them you thought you were getting 45% off. And they should credit you that. They probably will give you credit for it, most likely. There's the 945. You wish you had bought last night. Yeah, Aaron, 90% off's the way to go. I mean, let's be honest. Bulenox will probably have that come back, but I just don't know when. Oh, you listened already. Perfect. Yeah, Wayne. 45% today. I mean, they probably go back to the 90 at some point this month. I just don't know when, right? Apex stayed at 80%. So you can still get the 150, the 250, and the 300Ks for $40. Yeah, ES pushed that whole number 5,600. Little double top up here at 644. You decided to copy trade your evals. That way I seem to care more about taking only good. That probably makes sense, Fred. Yeah, there's an SMT right now, but that might hold. The SMT might hold. As ES did run the London high, Nasdaq did not yet, but I think Nasdaq runs it. Like I said, I think the Asia high might be in play. That might be left. Depends on how the ES reacts at that 5605 area. Nah, I can't sell here, old game. I mean, I'm thinking 717 at a minimum, 692, 662. I think 717 is going to be the draw. The only thing is, if the ES reaches 5605 before we reach 19717, that would be of concern. But the ES has already ran the Asia and the London high, so it could just turn down from here. You know, we don't know. We don't know. We can only tell based on what happens with the fair value gaps, right? It's the only thing we can do. When there's no clear draw, we'll use SMT with a fair value gap. So if you got a short setup out of this, maybe you take it. But that's the decision you'll have to make. 2-hour chart looks strong. Yeah, I mean, I think it looks strong too. I think that I'm bullish for today. I thought we sweep the London low and then run up. I thought that at open we would push up, get a Judas swing, which we didn't really get, and then sweep the London low and then maybe continue higher. So, yeah, I think it's seek and destroy, Charis. I think that's going to be that type of day. So there's the London high there. Three touch on your descending trend line at 655. That's what I'm saying, Black Beauty. I think we're running into the 700s. I mean, it's just like, how can you be bearish today, in my opinion, after what happened yesterday? And, I mean, even the day before. Even the day before, we recovered that huge sell-off move. So we did actually run the London high there. The Asia high is still sitting up there. So there's still an SMT in place here. So ES has ran the Asia high. Nasdaq has not. ES was nowhere near the London low. Nasdaq was 2 ticks off. So you can play this however whatever you think is best. I probably wouldn't expect us to run this unless we close back below. Even we don't even have to close back below this, theoretically. If we just come back, well, I guess technically, yeah, you could be aggressive and take the short, for the inverse of this gap. Stop and go to break even at 85. It's 15 points. Risk on it. The RR, I don't know. 1, and then you could target the London low here. I mean, it is a 1 to 4 or 1 to 5 R. But it would I think it would be being very aggressive. I think we more likely get something along these lines. That's more than likely. Maybe a VWAP touch here. So I would have liked a little deeper of a pullback. So if you're very, very bullish and you do believe we're going higher, I mean, you know, it's up to you. We're way up there in my opinion. So this could fail. 30-second long right here. It looks obvious, but that could also be your short entry. Technically, a little shift in structure on the 30-second chart. Yeah, we do have news at 10. Yeah, I guess we do need to remember that. So after a 1,000-point up, some pullbacks are in store. Maybe. You never know, right? But I think a close right below this line here on the 2-minute, I mean, if you want to be aggressive, I think that's perfectly fine to take. My lean is still up. So there's that VWAP touch that we were kind of talking about. So now I think it makes more sense for that 30-second setup to work, because I think that was a deep enough pullback. So if you get a nice Momo candle through here, you know, a couple of green boners through here, then I think that would make more sense now that we've kind of pulled back and touched the VWAP, had a nice bounce. So I think there's a high probability of this probably working at this point. 17 points to that high, about a 15-point stop, and then you just target the Asia high there. So I'd probably be in if we close above here. With this momentum, you'd probably just be in now. Especially if it doesn't close above here, but it closes above the midpoint, then I probably would just go ahead and jump in, but let's see what happens. Nice momentum off the VWAP back through here. It's kind of dragging down here, though. I think it goes. Yeah, I don't know that I love the stalling here. You would expect it to just go through there. Yeah, I guess I am forgetting about the news as well. It is awfully close. Yeah, kind of lost all your momentum right there. Had a really nice momentum off the VWAP, and then it just went away. Just went away. Past two more. Let's go. Nice job, Janelle. Buy low, sell high. Yeah, you just got to pick the low. So, yeah, this spot's one of those ones where you thought it. I mean, I thought it was going to just continue. There we go. Now that's a nice. That's a better looking candle. So you want to see that close above. But again, we're 4 minutes from the news, so you'll have to make your own decision whether you think it can make it to the high before then. So technically, that's as close as you're going to get to a close above, I guess. So your target would be here, and your stop would go to break even once you hit there. So let's see if it can go. It'd be ideal for it to get to 64 before the news comes. So that's already 11 points. So you know me, I probably would already have scaled some. Back above this high, I would move the stop now. So back above the top of that wick, right there, I'm probably moving my stop. Yep, because it should just go now if it's going to go. And there would be your target. So not the cleanest of trades, but that would have worked. 717 would be your ultimate target, your ultimate draw on liquidity. I like the pullback level on the ES here. I think 717 hits a large percentage of the time off this. Stop should be at break even, so you can't lose. Speaking of VWAP, you're trying to add VWAP to your trading view charts. I don't know. Maybe I Love Music. Someone here can help you. Triple top downward bias, Alan. Yeah, maybe. You could look at it both ways, right? Take a puff and get high, man. Come on. Come one, come all. Again, I think 717 is the target here. I'm not taking trades here, guys. I'm just tape reading it with you and calling out things that I think make sense just because I'm done for the day. And I am going to be ending the stream here in just a few minutes. Yeah, you should just see a basic one, I Love Music. It should just be volume weighted average price. It should be just a basic one. So my son does have to get braces today. So I do have to leave here in just a couple of minutes. But if you are trading today, be careful again. So this looks like, and again, this is what happens in seek and destroy markets. The targets don't get hit cleanly. You know what I'm saying? They just don't get hit cleanly. Like, there's no reason the 717 should not get hit here. Now, we are awfully close to the news. So you would be stopped at break even on your runner. Still a 20, 25 point winner. So, but if you guys want to support the channel, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Again, Apex extended the 80% off sale. That's kind of one of the better deals going on right now. The 150, 250, and 300K accounts are still $40. You have until August the 15th to pass those and activate them for the $85 lifetime fee. And My Funded Future, $76 all in for the 50K starter account. Take Profit Trader, 50% off. And then Fast Track Trading, guys, right now I think that's the best deal in my opinion. Of course, once I get the money from them, I'll feel better about it. But, I mean, you can't really beat $105 all in for a direct to funded account where you don't have to pass an eval. The link's in the description or in the chat right there. You know, it's buy 5, get 1 free. So when you break down the price cost of that is $105, you only got to make $1,250 with $1,250 end of day drawdown to be able to take out $7,500. There you go. So let's go. Morning, Hanson. We are leaving, Hanson. We got to go. But if you guys want to support the channel, get all the links in the chat, all the links down in the description. We'll be back live tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. Maybe we might go live this afternoon. We'll see. We'll see how we feel when we get back home. But, guys, trade safe. Please be careful today. I'm telling you, today is not a day to be aggressive. It just simply is not. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time.